My parents have always favored my younger sister over me. I knew it myself, but the difference was extreme. Even so, my parents say they want to live with me in the future. I thought that was what would happen since I had no desire to get married. And yet, I never expected such an outcome to await me. My name is Mia, and I am 42 years old. I have been working as a bureaucrat since graduating from college. Even if I say so myself, I have always been good at studying. As an elementary school student, I liked difficult novels and made it a habit to read encyclopedias and reference materials. Thanks to that, my knowledge has been accumulating rapidly, and I always scored 100 points on tests. The school teachers praised me every time, but my parents never did. They wanted to raise me to be more childlike. I suppose children who enjoy studying like me were not cute to them. Even when they made me take lessons, I always did them perfectly. But I wasn't passionate about anything in particular. My parents often called me a boring child. When I turned 10, my sister Jennifer was born. The love that was supposed to be directed towards me was increasingly poured onto Jennifer, and before I knew it, I had become like air inside the house.
I'm home, Mom and Dad.
Jennifer is so cute.
She's my child, so it's only natural, right? I have to buy her new clothes again.
Even when I came back from school and called out to them, they completely ignored me. Although my voice should have been heard, there was no response. My sister has everything that I don't have. She's cute and charming. Although she was a little weak in studies, it seems that even that was cute to our parents. My parents always paid attention to my sister, who was 10 years younger than me, and ignored me. Even on my birthday, the table was filled with my sister's favorite dishes.
Mia, look. Here's your birthday present.
The present I got from my parents when I was 15 was clearly a stuffed animal for little kids. Why did they give me such a present when I was a freshman in high school? I had asked for new shoes for my birthday. Then my sister, who was sitting next to me, began to speak.
Oh, that's the one I wanted.
And she snatched the stuffed animal from my hand. My parents also looked at her with a smile.
This was the one Jennifer wanted. I made a mistake.
Yeah, we were careless. Mia, sorry, but can you give it to Jennifer?
They told me such a cruel thing calmly. But this is my birthday present.
Mia, you're a high school student. You don't need a stuffed animal, do you?
That's right. Jennifer wants it. Mia, you're the older sister, so give it to her.
My sister looked at me with a smirk, as if she knew this would happen. I even felt fear for my sister, who was only 5 years old. Even in such a sister-prioritized life, people seem to get used to it somehow. Before I knew it, I had accepted this life as normal. No matter what I did, I was never praised, and when I spoke, I was ignored. I had given up on such a daily life. But I never slacked off on my studies, and I passed the high school entrance exam successfully. And I was able to pass the entrance exam for a super elite university. I didn't go to cram school, and I asked the teacher when I didn't understand something. I was so happy when I found out that I passed, because I studied hard. But even when I got into college, my parents didn't praise me.
It doesn't matter what college you go to. What matters is where you get a job and how much you earn.
He threw such a dreamless word at me. On the other hand, I started job hunting early and didn't compromise at all. As a result, I passed the civil service exam and became a bureaucrat after graduating from college. I went back to my hometown after a long time and told my parents that I got a job offer as a bureaucrat. Dad, Mom. I finished job hunting.
Really?
My mother was still uninterested as usual. My father didn't even reply and was playing with his smartphone. And I'm going to work as a bureaucrat.
Wait, what? Bureaucrat? Did you just say bureaucrat?
My mother, who had shown no interest at all until then, suddenly looked up and saw me.
What? Bureaucrat? Mia, is that true?
My father also stopped his smartphone and jumped in. Yeah, it's true. I passed the civil service exam. I thought I'd report to you guys too. That's why I came back today. I thought I wouldn't get any praise even if I reported this, but contrary to my expectations, my father and mother congratulated me one after another.
Mia. That's amazing, a bureaucrat. I'm so surprised.
Wow, I always knew you were a smart kid, but I didn't expect you to go this far. I'm proud of you too.
I was stunned by the unexpected turn of events. I couldn't believe that my parents praised me so much. That fact gave me some confidence. As a working adult, I worked hard at my job. The work was very tough, and the content and amount were incomparable to what I had experienced before. But it was a job that my parents praised me for. I thought so, and faced the work desperately. Half a year after I became a working adult, I got a rare phone call from my mother. Hello? Mom? What's wrong?
Oh, Mia? How's your work? Going well?
She cared about me. I felt happy when I thought so. Yeah, I'm busy but doing well. Why did you contact me?
Well, actually, I have a favor to ask you.
A favor? What is it? Then my mother began to speak awkwardly.
Actually, I haven't been feeling well lately. I quit the part-time job I had been doing until now.
What? You're not feeling well. Are you okay?
I think it's because of my age. The doctor told me not to overdo it. So I wanted to ask you. Mia, can you send me money every month from now on?
Money?
Yes, can you do it?
In retrospect, maybe she just wanted to rip money off me. But at that time, I was purely happy that my mother relied on me. Yeah, sure. I don't have any hobbies, so I don't spend much money. How much should I transfer?
Well, it would be helpful if you could transfer $700 every month for now.
$700 a month. If I cut down on my living expenses a little bit, I could manage. Okay. Then I'll transfer it to your account on payday from this month.
Really? You're amazing, Mia. You're so reliable. I want to live with you in the future. I'm counting on you from now on.
We're family, so we help each other when we're in trouble. Don't worry about it. I was completely pleased and started to transfer $700 to my mother's account every month from then on. Then, I started to get asked for money from my father and sister as well.
Mia, I'm sorry, but can you transfer me about $350?
Huh, Dad? What's wrong?
Actually, there's something I really want. But you know your mother quit her part-time job, right? So we're tight on money. I'll say it's a present from Mia, so just transfer me $350.
Okay, I got it. I transferred $350 to my father without any doubt. And then it was my sister.
Mia. Our household is having a hard time, and my allowance got cut, so. Can you give me some money?
Didn't I give you some the other day? You're still in middle school, right? What do you use it for?
To hang out with friends, to buy makeup tools. Nowadays, middle school students need money.
All right, just use it wisely, okay?
Yay! I love you, Mia.
She appealed to me with a tearful voice, so I couldn't be rude and ended up giving her some money. Now that I think about it, I was really stupid. But at that time, I was intoxicated by the fact that I was relied on by my family, and I didn't doubt anything. I continued to send money to my family, and before I knew it, 20 years had passed. I was 42 years old, and I had been promoted and given a position because I had devoted myself to my work, and I was able to earn a decent salary. My sister Jennifer had gotten married a few years ago, and she was about to have a baby. I had never had a desire to get married, but when I saw my sister looking happy at her wedding, I wonder if marriage is wonderful. I thought, just a little. One day, something happened. When I went back to my parents' house after a long time, they made me a proposal.
Mia, I've been telling you this, but your father and I want to live with you. So, if possible, we want you to build a house for us.
Huh, I have to build it? Why can't I live with you in this house?
This house is getting old, isn't it? Your father and I are getting weaker and weaker in our legs and hips. We want to live in a more comfortable house from now on.
I see. To be honest, I was worried about my parents too. They were getting old, and my sister had already moved out after getting married. Maybe it would be better for me to live with them before something happened. I thought so, and I accepted their proposal. Okay. I have some savings from before. I'll try to build it as soon as possible. When I told them that, my father and mother were overjoyed. Then my mother added a strange condition.
Thank you, Mia. Oh, by the way, I'd like a two-family house. That's okay, right?
Huh? Yeah, that's fine, but
Even if we're family, private space is important, you know. Hee hee.
at that time, I thought they were being considerate of me, but in fact, they had a terrible plan that I didn't know about. I decided to build a two-family house and started preparing right away. I decided on the floor plan with my parents on my days off and asked a contractor to do it. For a while, my days off were almost spent for my own home. About a year later, a splendid two-family house was completed. On the day of delivery, I asked a mover to take care of my luggage and was about to head to my new home when I got a phone call from the mover.
Excuse me, but the people at the house said, "We don't need that luggage, take it back."
What? What do you mean? I hurriedly called my mother to check. Hello? Mom?
Oh, is that Mia? What's wrong? Why are you in such a hurry?
I just got a call from the mover, and they said they were told to take my luggage back. Did they get to the wrong place? Mom, can you go outside and check? Then, the next moment, an unbelievable word came out of my mother's mouth.
Ah, I was the one who refused it.
What? Wait, Mom, what do you mean?
Hee hee, thank you for your hard work. You're no longer needed.
My head went blank at her words. No longer needed? What does that mean? Aren't my parents and I going to live in that house from today? I rushed to my new home. And then...
Hey, Mia.
There was someone waving at me from the balcony on the second floor. It was my sister Jennifer. Huh? Jennifer? Why are you here?
Why? I'm going to live in this house from today.
What? On the balcony, my father and mother, Jennifer and her husband, were all there, looking down at me with smirks. Hey. Dad, Mom. What's going on? Why are Jennifer and her husband here?
You can't be serious. You think we'd live with someone like you who has no charm. We're going to live with Jennifer and her husband, so don't bother us.
What? But this house is for us to live together.
Huh? No way. We just made you build this house. We used your money that you earned and saved as a single person. Be grateful.
My mother started to laugh at my father's words. At that moment, I felt a surge of anger rising at an incredible speed. They used my money? Be grateful? Don't be ridiculous. The money I worked hard for. The house I built thinking it was for my parents. They used it for something like this. I've been sending you money all this time. How could you do something like this? At that word, my mother said mockingly.
Huh? What are you talking about with just $700 a month? We don't owe you anything for that amount.
My sister also joined in and started to provoke me.
Well, thanks to your money, we had a good time as a family. We don't need your money anymore, so why don't you stop if you don't like it?
What the hell are they? I'll never forgive them. I'll crush them thoroughly. Okay. Then I'll gladly stop sending you money. I said that and flew back to the apartment I used to live in. I explained the situation and decided to live there again. And to get revenge on that fake family, I used all my contacts and prepared for the punishment. During that time, I got nasty messages from my parents and sister saying they were enjoying their new home, but I ignored them all. They can only live there for a little longer anyway. They can enjoy it while they can. 2 weeks later, I got a phone call from my father. Hello?
Hey, Mia. What the hell is going on? We were told to get out of this house right now.
Oh, that. I decided to sell that house. I told him cheerfully.
What? Sell it? Don't be ridiculous. This is the house we live in.
So what? The house is under my name, you know.
What?
If I put that house up for sale, I could kick them out. This was my plan to revenge. I had the right to sell that house because I built it under my name. I didn't want to just take it back. I decided to make them leave without notice by putting it up for sale.
Hey, wait a minute. It's unreasonable to tell us to leave in a week. Jennifer and her husband are here too. We're not leaving, ever.
I see. I don't care. I'll call the police if you don't leave.
What? The police?
I heard my mother and sister screaming in the background, but I didn't care. I had no intention of forgiving them, not even a bit.
Mia, please. Wait a minute.
Come on, I'm already waiting, aren't I? I let you enjoy your life in the new house for 2 weeks, didn't I? And you have a week until you have to leave, right? I'm such a nice daughter, aren't I? I said sarcastically, and they went silent. They only said, or no, so I decided to give them the final blow. Sorry, but I'm not going to be your convenient cash cow anymore. I'll give you the money I've been sending you as a severance pay. But in return, stay away from me forever. I said that and hung up the phone. It's finally over. I felt relieved and collapsed on the floor. My life had been nothing but being deceived and used by my family. It was finally over. A week later, my parents, who were kicked out of that house, had to go back to the old house they used to live in. My sister and her husband had already canceled the house they were living in, so they had no choice but to live with their parents.
It's all because of you, Dad and Mom. You made us suffer too.
What did you say? It was you who started to say you wanted to live with us.
That's right. If we had let Mia live with us instead of you, we would have had a stable retirement.
What? What are you talking about? You shitty parents.
The honeymoon between my sister and my parents was long gone. Now they curse and blame each other every day. I'm glad I cut ties with such a greedy family. I won't get back the money I sent them, but I can get back my life. From now on, I want to spend money for myself and live a happy life.
How did you like this story? Please also subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.